Hello, welcome back. This is Nancy with Stamping Before Anything Else, and today we are going to be making this ornament right here. This particular ornament was inspired or actually created by Rachel Tessman, Stampin' Up demonstrator in the US, and she did a magnificent job using our wonderful Christmas gleaming stamp set and the punch. It's in the 2019 holiday catalog. She used this particular stamp right here. Today we're going to be using this stamp in the package. So what I did ahead of time, we're going to be using Bermuda Bay as our ink, and we use Bermuda Bay ink stamped on Bermuda Bay paper, and you're going to need to have 5 of those stamped out. You will also need 5 images stamped on Whisper White in the Bermuda Bay ink. So there's our 5. Then you're going to need 10 with the Bermuda Bay ink stamped on Coastal Cabana paper. Then you're also going to need, with the Coastal Cabana, you're going to need a 5 stamped out here. I did half a punch, half a circle punched in the Bermuda Bay, and I also need to punch out a 2-inch circle in the Coastal Cabana. And here's our 2-inch circle. We are also going to be using our new stitch stars that are also in the 2019 holiday catalog with Stampin' Up. And we used the silver foil paper, and I'm trying to see here, we use the second to the largest star, and then we use the largest of the decorated stars right here on the sparkle glimmer paper, and then another one just done in the regular silver foil paper. Okay, so now to get started on assembling this, we are also going to be using the linen thread to hang the ornament. And then we're also going to be using just a little bit of glue to adhere the stars onto the ornament as well. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use a lot of glue on this, and this bottle is well loved. It is the Tombow Mono Adhesive or Mono Liquid Glue. And we're going to start out by just putting some glue on the 2-inch circle. And we're going to take our Coastal Cabana, or not our Coastal, our Bermuda Bay, and we're just, oops, wrong side. Sorry. We're going to take this side and lay these just next to each other. And if you have to, you can move them around a little bit. Oops. Like so. Okay, now we're going to take our 5 non-stamped ornaments, and we're going to put a little bit more glue on here, and we're going to place them right in between these two. Okay, ta-da! All right, now we're going to move this one aside for now. And now we're going to bring these in. Now these are the ones where we're going to have to score in half. And I should have done that ahead of time, so I'll probably do a couple of them and then we'll fast forward so you don't have to wait for me to do that. But you're going to need a scoring tool, and I prefer the Simply Scored by Stampin' Up. And what I've done on my particular board is I've already put a black line straight down at the 6-inch mark. This helps me determine when I am trying to score things in half, making sure that I'm scoring it on the right line and not jumping over onto a different line. So now, the easiest way is you're going to want to make sure that you flip it over, flip your image over and score on the back side, because I found that I tend to want to line up the image and score, but we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that we're scoring the actual punched out area, not just the image. So we're going to flip it over and get it right in the middle. Okay. And score it. And again, we're going to flip it over. Line up the tip here and the tip up there. And there we have it. Okay, now I'll go through all these. Okay, and now that you have these all scored, I'll put this aside. And now we're going to bend these. And I personally just use my thumbs, give it a good press. If you want, you can take your bone folder out and fold them, but I found this to be just as effective. Now we are ready to start gluing. We are going to take one of these pieces here, and we're going to glue it to the one side of the white one. Okay, so we're going to have something that looks like this when we're done. Okay, so we're going to take and put a little bit of glue, and I do recommend glue because it sticks and it's a little forgiving for a little while, so you can manipulate the image or the stamped part and move it around a little bit before it dries completely. Okay. And if it's off a little bit, that's okay. All right, so we have that one. That's what it looks like so far. Now we want to have this white one in the middle. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue another Coastal Cabana piece right here. And I like to set mine on the table a little bit just so I can give it a good press. Okay. So that's what it's going to look like when it adheres onto your image. Okay, so we're going to fast forward through the rest of these. We are ready now to assemble our star, and we're going to start these light Coastal Cabana right here. These are where these ornaments are going to sit on. Okay, so what we're going to do is we want this piece, the white piece, to be showing up. We're going to take and put glue on the back side of our ornament as well. We're going to put this all over the back, and then we're going to line it up with these 5. So we'll do one here. And as we go around in a circle, these are going to end up overlapping each other, and that's perfectly fine, because on the inside in the middle, we're going to be popping up a dimensional, so you're not even going to see them. And there we have it. Now, as you can tell, this is pretty thick in the middle, but that's all right. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to grab a few dimensionals. Now, what I usually do is I grab about 4 of them, and I'm going to stack them on each other. I find this to be the easiest way. If you want to do it another way, that's perfectly fine. And the reason why I'm using 4 is because if I put my star on here, I got to have it attached to something in order for it to stick on here. And I found that 4 was a good number to have. So I'm just going to put that right in the middle, like so. And next I'm going to add some glue, some hot glue. And I want to make sure that I get the base of this, because I do not want my star to fall off the top. Okay. And now we're ready to adhere the star. Okay, perfect. Now, the next thing we're gonna do, making sure that's on there. The next thing we're gonna do is we're going to use a glue dot. And again, earlier when I was making this in our exclusive group, I made a purple one and it's really pretty. I'll show you at the end of this video. I used hot glue just to put it on the front, but a glue dot works just as fine. You don't really want to use the glue itself because it doesn't really stick very well. So, and I'm going to put this off center so that my points are in between the big points, like that. And then I'm going to take this other one, this shimmer glimmer paper, or sparkle glimmer paper. I always call it shimmer. Good Lord. Attach it with a glue dot. And again, I'm going to offset this one like that on top of the other one. All right. And then we're going to add this this dot here, this 1/2 inch dot, and I think I'm going to use a little bit of glue just because I'm using the sparkle paper, and I want to make sure that this stays on top of the sparkle. Okay. Now the reason why we're putting this little 1/2 inch circle here is because we're going to be adhering. We need it to adhere to the ribbon that we're going to be using. Now there's several different types of ribbon that Stampin' Up! Does offer in the catalog. We have in our annual catalog the silver and white satin ribbon, and then in the holiday catalog we also have the mint macaron. That could work very well with this. It's pretty close to the Coastal Cabana color. You could use that as well. There's another ribbon we could use, but I don't think it would work as well with this one, but it does have the back side. This is a 2-colored, it's a reversible they call it. It's Old Olive and Pretty Peacock, but that would be also another option for you to use as well. Today we're just going to stick with the silver and white. And I'm just going to make a quick bow right away here. Now, how I did this is you can add a glue dot, but I want to be on the safe side, so I'm just going to add some hot glue. We're going to take a 1/8 punch, and we are going to punch a hole right smack dab in the middle there. Okay, perfect. And now this is where our thread comes in, our linen thread. Take as much as you want. I probably got about, I don't know, maybe 24 inches. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to cut it in half again. Just an added security, so when this hangs, and we're going to slide this through here. Get our ends together. And I'm just going to tie a little knot right here on the end if I can get this. Sure, I don't have problems with the bow now, I have problems tying a knot. All right, there we go. Perfect. Ta-da! Didn't that turn out cute? Love it. Okay, so the other one that we made earlier today is this pretty purple one. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely love it. So we got the Coastal Cabana and we got the purple. And then the other one that I initially showed you was, I believe this one. This one we've got the rich razzleberry, the rococo rose, and the vanilla. and we're using the rich raspberry ink for that one. On this particular one, again, is using the Pretty Peacock, Coastal, wait no, that's Pool Party for the side, and then the vanilla on the front, the Pretty Peacock for the ink. And we did one other one, and this is using the Real Red Garden Green and the white paper, and we use Garden Green for the ink on the green, and then Real Red on the red and the white paper. So just some other options for you. On this particular one here, we were playing around with coloring our designer series paper. So if you want to learn about that, you can hop over, request to join our exclusive group, and we approve everybody. And you can learn how we colored this purple paper back here. So, and that is all we have for you today. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you subscribe and look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.